Rows of gray tombstones stood like silent soldiers. They stretched endlessly under a sky heavy with unshed tears. A cold wind whispered through the evergreens, their branches swaying like mourners. The air was thick with grief, a heavy blanket over the world. The scent of damp earth and wilting flowers filled the air, a reminder of life's fleeting nature. It was a place where memories were etched in stone, and tears fell like rain. Even the sun seemed hesitant to shine here, its light muted and pale. A golden retriever sat motionless, its head bowed low. Its golden fur, once vibrant and full of life, seemed dull and lifeless now. The dog's soft brown eyes, usually sparkling with joy, were clouded with sorrow, reflecting the somber mood of the cemetery. A low whine escaped the dog's throat, a sound full of pain and confusion. It was the sound of a heart breaking, a soul lost in a maze of grief. The dog's tail, normally wagging with enthusiasm, lay still, a heavy weight against the cold ground. Every now and then, a shiver would run through the dog's body, a physical manifestation of its inner turmoil. Its loyal companion, its human, was gone, and the dog's world was shattered. They had been inseparable, two souls connected by an invisible thread of love. Theirs was a bond built on trust, loyalty, and shared adventures. Long walks in the park, playful games of fetch, cozy evenings by the fireplace, every moment had been a testament to their deep connection. The dog had always been there for its human, a constant presence through thick and thin. Through laughter and tears, triumphs and failures, their bond had only grown stronger with each passing day. Theirs was a love that transcended words, a silent language understood only by their hearts. The memories of their time together played in the dog's mind like a bittersweet symphony. Each memory, a precious gem, now served as a reminder of the love they had shared. But now the human was gone, and the dog was alone. The scent of its human, once a source of comfort and joy, now lingered faintly in the air, a cruel reminder of its absence. The dog's heart ached with a longing it couldn't comprehend, a void that seemed impossible to fill. The world felt cold and empty without its human's touch, without the sound of its human's voice. Every sight, every sound, every scent seemed to amplify the dog's grief, making the pain even more unbearable. The dog looked around the cemetery, its eyes searching for a familiar face, a sign that it wasn't alone. But there was nothing, only rows of cold, unfeeling stones. The wind howled through the cemetery, its mournful cry echoing the dog's sorrow. It whispered through the trees, carrying with it the scent of distant memories, the echoes of laughter and whispered secrets. The dog lifted its head, its ears perked up, trying to catch a familiar sound amidst the wind's mournful symphony. Was it its human's voice it heard, calling its name from beyond the veil of death? Or was it just the wind, playing tricks on its grieving heart, offering false hope where there was none? The dog whined again, its sorrow echoing through the silent graveyard. Section 6. The Scent of Absence. The dog lowered its head and rested its muzzle on the cold stone. It closed its eyes, trying to block out the sights and sounds of the cemetery, trying to focus on the faint scent of its human that clung to the tombstone. The scent was faint, almost gone, but it was enough. It was a fragile thread connecting the dog to its beloved human, a reminder that their love had been real, that it had existed. The dog inhaled deeply, etching the scent into its memory, holding onto it as a drowning man clings to a lifeline. Section 7. Echoes of Joy. A memory flickered in the dog's mind, a bright spark in the darkness of its grief. It was a memory of a sunny afternoon, a game of fetch in the park. The dog could almost feel the warmth of the sun on its fur, the wind whipping through its ears as it chased after the ball. It could almost hear its human's laughter, could almost feel the pats on its head, the praise that always made its tail wag with delight. For a fleeting moment the pain receded, replaced by the warmth of love and the joy of shared moments. But the moment faded, like a dream upon waking, leaving the dog with the cold reality of its loss. Section 8. Twilight's Embrace. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the cemetery, the air grew colder. The sky turned a deep shade of purple, streaked with hues of orange and pink, a final farewell from the departing day. The dog remained by the grave, its vigil unbroken. It would stay there until morning, seeking solace in the familiar surroundings, in the faint scent of its human that lingered in the air. The cemetery was a lonely place, but it was the closest the dog could get to its human now. Section 9. Forever in my heart. And so the dog grieved, its heart heavy with sorrow, but even in its grief there was love. A love that death could not diminish, a bond that transcended the boundaries of life and death. For the dog knew, deep in its heart, that its human would never truly be gone. Their memories, their love, would live on, forever etched in the depths of its soul. The bond they had shared was unbreakable, a testament to the enduring power of love and loyalty, and in the quiet stillness of the cemetery the dog found a measure of peace, knowing that it would carry the memory of its human in its heart, always and forever.